So this week's car that I'm driving is the Kia XCeed, and it's a pretty nice little compact crossover SUV. It was launched back in 2019, and in 2022 Kia decided to give this car a makeover. So we've got the facelifted version here in 2023. It's proved itself very popular indeed, because it accounts for almost, well, just in actual fact, just over 10% of Kia's entire sales of cars here in the UK. So the makeover has got to be good. It's had a few body tweaks, it's been given some extra tech, but above all it's been given a fourth trim level, the GT line, or GT line S, which is Kia's top of the range, or kitchen sink level as I like to call it, when it comes to trim levels. So you get a lot of bang for your buck on this car. Let's get around it, let's have a look at it and see what we think of the latest incarnation of the Kia XCeed. You're watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel, and if you haven't seen what we do before, then check out our little trailer for the next minute and a half, and we'll crack on with the review of the Kia XCeed straight after that. This is how a car should sound. Listen to this. I didn't really push it either. I was just having a bit of fun. Oh, really? Wheel spring? Outside. Cool. So there you have it, guys. The Ferrari Roma. My birthday present. Go. We're going to meet the crew and hopefully get it. Nice, a real one.
I think it makes a good work.
Let's go.
Nice to start.
Nice to see you. Show us your big chopper, your helicopter. So here we are, the Morgan Roadster, where we're here for the Swiss Watch Show. Guys, guess what? It's another morning here out in sunny France. So the new 2023 Kia XCeed gets a raised front grille, giving it a completely different look. I quite like that, actually. You also get these new styled LED headlights as well, and they incorporate the running light inside there. Very nice indeed, wrap around all the way around there. You get an option to go for the 18-inch rims, which this car has got, because this is top of the range. This is the GTS line. However, entry-level cars only come with 16-inch, but you do get the option, so you can upgrade to those if you want to. What you will notice with the Kia XCeed, it sits 44mm higher than a standard Kia Ceed, and Kia say the reason for that is it gives it more rugged, sort of off-roady looks, which I'll leave up to your personal opinion on that one. I like the look of the car. I think it's a very good looking car. Round at the back, the good looks continue. You get smoked rear clusters, LED rear clusters. They're new thin rear clusters that they put on, and you also get a body coloured lower rear diffuser as well. 7 colour choices to choose from. Speaking of colours, if you like red, it's included in the price. However, any of the other colours like this lovely grey here, you're going to be paying an extra £595 UK pounds. Kia XCeeds come with 4 different trim levels, and the new GT line S as the range topper. Entry level car is known as the 2, which starts at just under £23,000 UK pounds. It comes with 16-inch rims, LED headlights, LED rear lights, plus inside you will get an 8-inch TFT touchscreen. You get Android Auto as well as Apple Play, plus a 4.2 digital cluster. There's a reverse camera with reverse beepers. You also get cruise control, a speed limiter, and a lovely leather steering wheel. Plus you'll get Kia's amazing collision avoidance system with pedestrian and cyclist recognition. Top of the range Kia XCeeds are known as GT line S's, or kitchen sink levels as I like to call them, because they are the top of the range, and they do come with everything that the other trim levels have, plus a few nice extra bits and pieces. You will be paying from £30,000. but you will get those 18-inch alloys as standard. You will get a beautiful panoramic sunroof that actually opens as well, so it's not just there, it really opens up. You get a wireless phone charger built inside here, which is really nice indeed. I like that. You obviously get the wireless Apple Play and the Android Auto, that's all included. But in addition to that, you will get a premium JBL sound system, and it really does sound good in here, especially when you've got your tunes mapped through your Apple Play, for example. It really works nicely. Another thing you'll notice is these gorgeous bucket seats. They're electronically controlled and they're heated at the front here as well. They come in this leather and suede, and they have a nice stitched GT line badge on them as well, so you're really starting to get a premium feel to the car. And then when it comes to bits and pieces like with the safety aspect to the car, you will get blind spot mirrors that come standard with the car. You get front parking sensors as well as rear parking sensors, as well as that camera, and you will get the award-winning Kia safety system for the cyclists and the pedestrians that it spots as well. Excellent all-round protection for you. But as I said, you get all the other trim levels, bits and pieces as well. So you will get your cruise control, your distance control, your lane keepy, your speed limiter, your tyre pressure monitor, and that all comes in this beautiful 12.3-inch TFT. Well, it's not a TFT screen. This is the digital cluster. You get a 10.25 TFT digital center section here as well, the screen here. All in all though, is it worth going for it? At the end of the day, it depends how much you're going to be using this car and whether you've got the budget to do it. But I think for the extra money, the 30,000 plus, well worth it, guys. Let's check out under the bonnet of the Kia XCeed and see what the difference between the engine and gearbox configurations are. The actual bonnet release catch is down here in the driver's footwell. It's a single pull, nice and easy, guys. Don't forget, if you're driving a left-hand drive version of this car, it's going to be in the passenger footwell. Not going to swap it around, costs too much money. Look where the Kia badge is, look at the A and put your index finger in, you'll feel the lever. Pull it to the left, nice and easy. Now lift. Very heavy, this bonnet, extremely heavy. And after about 3 or 4 takes of doing this, it gets even heavier. One thing I can tell you about is a little rubber piece here on the bonnet stay. Make sure you pick up that bonnet stay with that bit of rubber, because it gets very, very hot and it will burn your fingers. Pop it in a little hole there, nice and safe. Okay, so a couple of different engine choices. You've got a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol turbo engine that develops around about 160 brake horsepower, and that can come either as a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed auto. The choice is yours at the end of the day. Now, I say there's a couple of different choices, because if you want to go for the PHEV version of this, that's the plug-in hybrid electrical vehicle version of this car, so it will give you an extra 30 miles of pure electrical energy. You will get that car with a 1.6 litre 4-cylinder engine, and that only comes with the 7-speed auto gearbox. At the end of the day, the choice is yours and depends on what you're going to be using this car for. Round at the back of the Kia XCeed, I think you've got to agree with me, it's a good looking little car. It's really well proportioned, well designed, it's quite chunky, it's no fakery anywhere. You've got that body coloured diffuser down at the bottom there. You've got the privacy glass all the way around. Now that is only available on the higher trim levels. You don't get that on your entry level car. But you do with your entry level car get these beautiful sort of smoke tinted rear clusters. They're really nice and thin as well. I think the design is really cool. Let's take a look inside, because I mentioned this is the GT Line S, and the GT Line S gets a nice electronically assisted tail lift. In here, 426 litres of boot space. It is, well, it's one of the biggest that you're going to get in this class of car, let's put it that way. In layman's terms, that means you're going to get at least 2 large suitcases, at least, maybe even 3. You will get about 5 or even 6 carry-on suitcases. That's also a large pushchair in here. And then if you put the back seats down, because they're split, it's so easy to put down as well, you just whack them down, you've got 1,400 litres of boot space. Easily get a couple of bikes in here with the front wheel on as well. I've tested it. Now underneath here on this particular car, you get the stupid latex and the pump. Throw it away, guys. Invest in a nice spare wheel, because you can put a spare wheel under there, just to mention it. And over here you've got a 12-volt adapter, a couple of shopping bag holders. All in, this is a practical family car, but at the end of the day, it's great fun to drive. Let's check it out in the back for the passengers, see what it's like, whether it's comfortable or not. But before I jump in, quite a big opening here, makes getting a child seat in and out very easy, helping older people, or people who have trouble getting in and out of the car. It's going to make that a lot easier. Also, the rake on the door is really good, goes all the way back. GT Line S, guys, top of the range. It's all singing and dance. You get heated rear seats in this car, rather nice. You've also got the leather and the suede in the back here as well. You want to think about your trim level when you've got families and kids, because I don't think this is going to be as wipe friendly as the upholstery version of this. But however, if you don't mind and you put some Scotch Guard on it or something, it's going to be absolutely fine. Speaking of putting baby seats in and out of this car, it comes with the obligatory Isofix points, but I love these ones. They're the pushy-inny ones, so you're not going to lose them. They're not going to be able to be pulled out and chewed up by young children or dogs, and you're not going to have to replace them at the end of your lease term or when you're selling the car. So really nice there. Let's jump in, see what it's like. There's plenty of knee room in this car, as you can see. The seats have been scalloped as well to give it an extra added, extra bit there for your knees. You get your feet right under the seat as well. I love that. Okay, a couple of little points which I don't like. First up is the fact that you get these granny stocking things in the back here. Why can't manufacturers put a nice piece of leather there? This is the GT Line S, it's the top of the range. There should be something a little bit more, a little bit more fancy in there. Also, I've noticed in here, even though we are top of the range, there's no tri-zone air climate control. Should have tri-zone air climate control on a top of the range car. You've got air only on this car. So all you can do is adjust the air. You can't adjust the temperature. You should have aircon in the back here, definitely. You're paying in excess of £30,000 for a car. I'd want that. Another thing I noticed, penny pinching, Kia, penny pinching, big time. One USB-C in the back here. That's terrible. You've got two kids in the back here. They want to plug in or whatever. What's the inevitable? They're going to end up fighting over that one USB. It's ridiculous. So they're my little sort of bugbears with this car. The rest of it is superb, actually. Look, you've got recessed seat belts. You've got a nice armrest comes down here, double cup holder in here. It's all nicely finished. There's no ski hatch. However, do you really need a ski hatch? I mean, here in the UK, we don't. We just use it for going down the local DIY centre and putting wood through here. So, we don't really go skiing. But at the end of the day, really nice high roof in this. I think it's also given a lot more light in here by that panoramic sunroof. Again, that comes with the GT Line S. But I like the fact you've got a decent window on the back here. And again, the privacy glass with the GT Line S. Yeah, it's finished nicely. You've got plenty of room here, and I could definitely sit in these seats for a few hours. It's very, very comfortable. So once you get the Kia XCeed out on the road, I think you're going to realise just how good this little car is. In actual fact, it's so good, it has completely impressed me. The 1.5 litre engine gives you plenty of grunt. It's got a little raspy sound to it as well. It's really nice. Love the gearbox as well. Got the manual gearbox on this car, 6-speed manual, really smooth, silky smooth clutch on this car as well. And all the bits and pieces that you get with the GT Line S, the top of the range car. You've got the blind spot mirrors working for you, cruise control, distance control, lane keeping, all the stuff like that. There's a tyre monitor on here as well. There's even a fatigue monitor on here. It tells you when you've got to stop and take a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or something like that. I mean, it is fully loaded. I love the driving position. The seats a little uncomfortable on a long drive. I must admit, I had this car on a couple of hours drive the other day, and I did start to feel a little bit, when I got out to put some fuel in the car, just felt a little bit of the back starting to twinge. So maybe, a bit of a tweaking around with the seats, but highly comfortable nonetheless. It's got quite an easy way of setting them up down here. They're fully electronic, and you can get your steering in the perfect position as well, because there's plenty of scope to move it around. I love the dash. It's a fully digital dash on this car, cockpit, whatever you want to call it. And I also love the TFT touchscreen over here. It's really nice. Everything is within easy reach, and everything is, once you've memorized where these buttons are, it's so easy to use as well. Tunes sound good in here. You've got that JBL premium sound system in here, this being the top of the range car. I've got the phone wired up through the Waze for the navigation, through the Apple Play. All works seamlessly, really good indeed, and I love the quality of the screen there as well. I like the fact that this car comes with the front and rear beepers. That's really handy to have as well, especially when you're parking this little car. It's absolutely perfect. You can get it right to you can cut into really tight corners as well with this car. But I think above all, what's impressed me the most with the car is the fun that you can have with it, and it really does. It's quite a racy little car. Economy wise, well, I'm currently getting 38 to the gallon, but that is driving the car, you know, around these B roads, testing it. Don't forget, as a journalist, you know, we're not being frugal with the fuel. We're not being, you know, we're pushing the car to its limits all the time. So I reckon this car will easily, you know, hit up to about 45, 46 on a run, which is exactly what Kia maintain this car will do, combined. So at 38, 39, we're getting at the moment on, you know, running around these B roads. Definitely. So it's good, you know, it's got the economy there, it's got the versatility. It's a proper family car, but at the same time, when you've got no one in here and you want to have a little bit of fun, it's quite racy. I love the steering wheel. It's a really nice steering wheel. So it's ticking pretty much all the boxes when it comes to a good family car, as well as a good economical car. Value for money, 30,000 UK pounds for the top of the range car, entry level coming in at 22,000. Guys, you really can't go wrong. And then you just add into that the Kia warranty, that award-winning warranty. Now, if you're not aware of the warranty, it's 7 years or 100,000 miles. That's incredible warranty. You get 12 years anti-perforation warranty. You get 5 years or 60,000 miles on your paint warranty. Again, you know, you're going to be, I can't see why you would be claiming on it, but if you do, or you have to transfer when you sell the car or pass it on to a new owner, you could do all that seamlessly as well. And the servicing on this car, very reasonable. You just got to keep up the service agreements and you're fully covered. You've got roadside assistance from the minute you drive off the forecourt in this car as well. So you're covered all round with that Kia beautiful warranty. All in all, guys, I just think, you know, I'm going to say it's one of the first times in 5 years of doing YouTube I would actually buy one of these cars. Yeah, there you go. I would actually buy one. In actual fact, I've recommended it to my partner that we go out and have a look for one in the next few months because I like it that much and I've had so much fun in it as well. And it is a versatile, practical family car. There you've had it, straight from the horse's mouth. I'm telling you, go down, give one a test drive. You are not going to be disappointed with the Kia XCeed. Guys, you've been watching me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. Thank you for watching is what I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed our review of the Kia XCeed. Don't forget, like, subscribe and comment. You've got any questions on this car you want to know, anything I haven't covered, or you want to give us your own personal opinion of what it's like to own one of these or your experience of buying one of these, stick it in the comment box because people look at these videos when they're interested in buying one of these cars. And if you've got something useful to say about the car, then I think it's well worth you making a comment down below. If you want to subscribe to the channel, as you saw from our little entry video there at the beginning, our little trailer video, we don't just do car reviews, we do lots of other stuff. So if you're not in the market for a new car and you just want to see what we're up to, then leave the box unchecked for the subscribe, you know, for the bell, for the notifications, and you'll get a little, a little notification that we've put another video up, and you can check that out. And if you're interested, go and watch it. If you're not, just leave it alone and let it go there. But either way, you know, I'd appreciate the subscribe. One other thing I'm going to ask you for, it's only a small thing, but I will return it with another favour. Would you mind giving us a thumbs up, because that means you liked what we did, and we don't get pay rises or bonuses from our company, but what we do get is a pat on the back from the boss and the sponsors, who are most importantly keeping us going and keeping you getting these reviews, by you giving us a thumbs up. So I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. On top of that, I said I'd give you something in return for that thumbs up. Well, I will, because The Player is a much bigger organisation. We're not just a YouTube. We produce a magazine, an online magazine, and also a hardback book. Now, what I want to give you is full access to the online magazine completely free of charge. It's 220 pages of everything us guys absolutely love. There's cars in there, boats, jet skis, there's holidays, there's golf, there's food, there's interviews. There's everything in there, guys, everything that we love to read about and look at. And you can have the online version completely free of charge because you watch me, AJ, on the Player YouTube channel. All you've got to do is head over to www.theplayer.co.uk. Now, by the magic of the editor, please put it in somewhere down the bottom here. That's www.theplayer.co.uk. Head over there. All you've got to do is put your name in and your email. That's it. There's nothing, no credit cards, nothing else. Just put that in there, and then you've got full access to that 220 pages of the Player. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our review this week of the Kia XCeed. Something different next week. I'll catch up with you then. Take care. Thanks for watching.